Hey everybody, it's me and my shadow. It's been a while, huh? I'm gonna go out and see if I can find something. I'm on a quick after work hunt. Don't have a lot of time and it's raining off and on, but this is one of the only times I've had in a while to get out and do a hunt where the weather was actually halfway decent. A lot of the really nice days that we've had, I've been too busy to go, and the days that I'm off, the weather's been awful. So anyway, I'm out here, got a couple hours. We'll see if we can find anything. I do want to say major congrats to Lost in Time. He just put out a video recently. I watched it last night, and he found, I know we all are guilty of overusing the phrase, but it truly was a find of a lifetime. I think the jury's still out on whether it's a Hell Gap or an agate basin, but whatever it is, it's one of the nicest pieces I've seen. And he even says that it's probably in his top 10. And if you know his videos, which most of you do, you'll know that that's a pretty lofty place to be in his top 10, because he finds some bangers. All right, let's get after it. My first crinoid of 2025. Okay, found something, not skunked. I think I see another fragment of crinoid here, maybe. I'm filming with the phone today because I came straight from work. I didn't have time to go home and get all the usual filming supplies. That is really cool. I guess that's a crinoid. Could be a fossilized fish vertebrae. That looks kind of weird and different. I'll have to get a better look at that at home. I see a tooth. It's kind of hiding from us. Oh, that's got some patina on it. So back over in here somewhere, there's a really nice medicine bottle, but it's a screw top. I might go back for it later, but I found those ones. That one over there, I found that brand quite a few times. They're pretty common. I tend to keep the cork tops, but I just walked up on what looks like it could be a killer little cork top laying in the algae right here. I haven't found a really nice cork top in a long time. Oh, let's go. It's all there. I think it's a blank. I can't feel any embossing. That side's definitely blank. Oh, that water's cold. There's still snow on the banks. We got a pretty good snow recently, and our area I'm in got about 7 inches. It's been a week of melt or more, but there's still, yeah, that's gonna be blank, I think. I'll clean it up more at home, but man, it's been a while for a good cork top. Thumbnail? I think I see a little piece of antler. Or a stick. I'm pretty sure it's antler. It is. Sorry. Need to keep it in frame. Yeah, I don't have a pouch or backpack or anything with me today. But a lot of times when I find antler, I find markings or evidence of use on them, so I'll probably make some room in my jacket pocket for that. Oh, that almost sliced right down the middle. Here's that, before I forget about it, I'll at least show you this other bottle that I found that I was telling you about. That nice screw top. Yeah, Raleigh's. I come across these quite a bit. I don't know, I'm gonna set it up somewhere. I may still take that out. It would be a shame to leave it behind just because it's a screw top. It's a really nice one. You guys know when the best time to go to the dentist is? Tooth hurty. Beautiful little heat-treated flake. Oh boy, guys, I think I might have something here, and the sun just popped out too, like it's about to be a glorious moment. Oh, I'm trying to find it on screen too. It might be nothing, but I think there's a pointling right there, or something. It's looking better. Oh, I think it's something broken maybe. Well, maybe not. Oh, it could just be a... Oh, wow. I don't know if it's a little scraper or a point or something broke. I'm having trouble seeing. Let me go to the water here real quick. It's something though. I think it's a little, maybe an unfinished blade or a little preform maybe. Scraper. I'm gonna say maybe a preform, but it's a real beaut. Nice material. See if we can dry it off on the old paint leg some there. Little cortex left right there above my thumbnail. That's interesting. All right. I'll put that in a frame for sure. Cool. Got something else right here. This is like 5 minutes after that last artifact. Some kind of little tool there. First artifacts of 2025 for me, you guys. What do you guys think that is? Crude little ads or something maybe? Scraper? Nothing? Let me know in the comments below. I've got something sitting right above my finger there, down in that shadow. And I couldn't really tell what it is in this light, but I reached down and felt it. It feels like an artifact. It's broken, whatever it is. Oh my gosh! Oh, what a heartbreaker. Oh no. Golly. Oh, it kind of reminds me of that broken tip that Lost in Time found in his Agate Basin video that he just put out. Actually, he found a smoker. I don't think this one is quite as good as that broken tip that he found, but my goodness. Just to make sure, you never know, right? I don't think there's anything there. Darn gummit. Oh. Yeah, it's a pretty old break. Very contemporary with the piece. Let's go wash this off to see it a little bit better, because that looks just smoker. A super soaker smoker. The moment of truth. Good heavens. Can you believe it? Let me dry it off a little bit. See if we can get a little better idea of the flaking situation on this bad boy. Guys, it's just about to dip behind the hill there, and to be honest, I can't even see in this kind of light at all. I'm pretty much, my eyes are pretty much worthless in this kind of light, but I really want to finish this bar that I'm on, because man, I mean, those two artifacts were pretty obvious just laying on it over there a while ago. Well, I guess the first one wasn't too obvious, but I just don't feel like this has been walked very well by anybody yet. But I just can't see anything, but I'm just gonna try to speed over this gravel bar just to make sure there's no monster just laying out in plain sight, because I could probably spot something like that. So I'm just gonna kind of speed walk it, cherry pick it. Cold front is moving in, pretty strong cold front is moving in, so I don't know if I'll get back out here tomorrow. It's supposed to be like 14 I don't know what it's supposed to be cold this morning. But anyway, I'm gonna speed walk this. If I spot anything else, we will turn the camera back on for certain. Otherwise, almost forgot my wee holy bottle. Hey everybody, it's me and my shadow. I'm all bundled up. I'm about to go out on the river for an adventure. Conditions today are it's supposed to be about 33 degrees for the high, and the winds are out of the north at 25 to 30 miles per hour, which means on the river the winds are out of the north at 30 to 35, 40 miles per hour. So it's going to be a little chilly and extremely windy. I don't know how much talking I'm going to do, because once I actually get out in the middle of the river, the wind is going to be crazy bad. So we'll see. Might be a narration video. I thought about just staying at home today where it's warm, but you don't find arrowheads staying at home where it's warm. And I gotta say, two people have really inspired me and re-motivated me lately, because towards the end of 2024, I gotta tell you guys, I'm being honest, I was getting a little discouraged and burnt out on some of my hunts. And First of all, Mr. Leland Shanks of Homegrown Farms has done nothing but encourage me and tell me about how the hard times in hunting will come and they will go. So I'm just going to keep after it. And also, I got to thank Lost in Time again, because that video he put out the other day with that killer agate basin or hell gap or what, I'm not sure if he's he said he hadn't quite figured out what he thought it was yet, but whatever it was an absolute killer, legendary piece for our area. And that find really inspired me. So thanks to both of those guys. Please check out their channels, Leland Shanks of Homegrown Farms and Lost in Time. I'm sure a lot of you know them anyway, but please check them out. All right, let's get to it. So I'm headed out to a gravel bar out that way. It's in the middle of the water. It's one of my favorite spots. But before I get there, I want a big shelf of sand. And I don't know if this shows up too well on the camera, but you can kind of see this little crop of gravel sticking out of the sand. I call that a bloom. I don't know if I heard that somewhere or if I made that up, but that's just what I like to call it, a bloom of gravel that's sticking up, that's been washed over or deposited, either or. And I love checking these little spots. I can't tell you how many times I've found an artifact laying up in one of these little blooms. So on the way out there, that's what I'm going to search through. There's a few of them. This is a first for me. I don't know if I teleported to New Jersey or what, but I just found a little drone buried in the sand. Somebody lost. Oh, it's got a camera on it, I think. Unfortunately, I was not able to get any footage off of this thing. It doesn't look like any data actually gets stored on it. It transmits the data through a Wi-Fi signal to your phone, where you downloaded the Chinese app to control this thing, where they in turn steal your data and probably also use the footage that you took to map out our country. But yeah, no footage on this thing. It belongs to and get it back to him. Cool. I'm wearing mittens. Oh, you naughty kittens, you have lost your mittens. Now you shall have no pie. We have arrived. Wish me luck. Something over here that I think it's just a chip or a chunk, but it could be a little turtleback scraper if we're super lucky. Yeah, maybe a crude one, or maybe just a big old stack that got blown off of something. Nice material. It's called, what's that? Clamshell. Okay, so down here to the left of my stick, I just spotted something that looks pretty good, but it is broken, so I won't bother with the fancy tripod shot. But see that right there? Let's see what it is. Oh, yeah. Something broken. I think this is the tip of something. Side and base has been snapped off. All right, we're finding some stuff. Well, I'll tell you what, I've seen a few flakes and stuff in the water, but I'm not reaching in there today. The only way I'm reaching in the water for anything today is if it's a Clovis. It's too cold. There's a piece of bone. It's too cold to put my hands in there. In fact, I'm trying not to get in the water too much. It is bone chillingly cold. All right, guys. I've had to move the water's out that way, the main body, and I had to come back in towards the north bank to try to get under that wind some. There's less gravel over here. It's more sand and pea gravel, but I think it just paid off big time. There's a little bit of pea gravel washed up into this grass here, and I came walking up out of this little stream, actually a puddle, up this embankment, and I see an amazing looking tip sticking out right down there. I don't know if this is going to be broken or not. If this is whole, this could be a smoker right here, and I could use a smoker to warm up with. Oh, I think the base is going to be snapped off. Yeah. Wow. Well, that's a smoker, all right. It's not all there, unfortunately. It's enough for me, by my rule book anyway, to put it in a frame. Beautiful little notched point. Beautiful. Wow. I can't feel my hands. Hey, I'll take that right there. Pretty thin. Wow. Yes. All right. I've come all the way in to the bank. It's nice and tall. And I'm basically in survival mode right now. It's just, it's so cold out in the middle of the river because of the wind, but I'm nice and protected under the bank here. So we're gonna search along the bank. I never really have a whole lot of luck right up on the bank, but I have found some points on it. So we're gonna try to warm up a little bit and search through here. This particular bank, I think I've found about 3 hole points on in the past, and it looks like it's been nicely washed recently, so probably from all the snow melting off. We'll see if we can spot something. Okay, so I did in fact stick my hands in the water to rinse this bottle off. That's how much I love you guys. So you can see what it says. Creamulsion for coughs due to colds. What, Shadow? Yes, you can do the song about the bottle. For crying out loud. Dr. Stanley's lead-infused creamulsion to help cure those coughs caused by colds.
Shut up! You can't do the cigarette advertising.
Even though that's a screw top medicine bottle, and I usually go for the cork tops, as most of you know, that is a really cool screw top, embossed. That must be kind of an earlier screw top, maybe. Cool, I'm keeping that. All right, I keep telling myself I gotta go home because I'm freezing. It still hasn't even gotten up to 30s, into the 30s yet. It's like 27, 26 degrees, and it's almost 4 o'clock. But anyway, I've been slow walking this strip of gravel that's been blown out recently. Now, almost to the very end of it. It's coming to a point right out here, and almost to the end of it. I looked down and I said, "Oh yes," because I finally got another one, and it looks like a good one. Oh, let's see what we've got. I haven't really looked at it too much. Kind of looks like an Edgewood or something. Wow. It's all there, baby.